said, the first use case is going from sketch or floor plan to a 3D interior scene. And I think that this is why this use case is especially interesting to me, and why I think we are going to start with it, is because instead of starting with a perfect model, the workflow starts with what you already have, a floor plan. You upload it, edit it, sketch it, adjust it, all inside Muralink. So we're not going anywhere. We're staying inside one platform. And then we create a rendered 2D floor plan, then add a mood board and turn it into a 3D interior scene. How cool is that? Okay. So for me, the most useful part is that it connects the plan to the atmosphere much earlier. So it's not coming later. How are we going to render this? What's the atmosphere? Blah, blah, blah. It's already part of the initial workflow that we're doing, basically.
Now here, as Maria explained, that this is a platform where there are multiple tools that come together to help you give more precise control. So I won't go into more introduction, but I'll simply dive into this particular use case. So let's say if you have a floor plan. So let's say if I have a floor plan, an empty floor plan. So now even start with an empty floor plan with just walls, doors sketched out in CAD or PDF file. Here also what you can do is that you can simply add elements to this floor plan by selecting this as a toolbar from which you can create localized instructions. So you can tell that, hey, this is a space that will be a bedroom or a living room, and this is where I want a sofa. Then you can say that this should be a bedroom. This would be a study. Okay, I'm just giving an example for how this can work. And then you can say this is a closet. Okay. Then what you say is that you just write down a very simple prompt in natural language. You do not need to prompt engineer. You just say follow the instructions to add elements in the scene in sketched 2D style. Do not keep it 2D and do not change the contours of the floor plan. Okay, so something as simple as this. You can enhance the prompt so that this model understands better. You can generate in 8K or 2K. So for now, since let me just generate in 2K to help you guys save time. Now this is how you start with an empty floor plan and you sketch it out to add elements. But if while this is generating, let me show something where if you already have a sketched floor plan, then from a sketched floor plan, you can go to a final rendered video as such. So let me just show this as an example. I'll also show the steps. So as you can see here, it followed my floor plan, and then I added some instructions as to what do I want for the flooring, what do I want for different materials, and it followed that exact prompt to convert this sketched floor plan. So here I'm assuming that you already have a floor plan with all the elements added to it as such, and then it can convert this into a finalized 3D video. You can see all the recent activity, what is running, what was completed. And let's go to see. So this is an older version which I was trying by myself. This is the newest version. So as you can see, the living room, bedroom, study room, closet, bathroom. So it has sketched it has added elements by itself in these rooms based on its understanding of the space and following the instructions. Now you can take this image, you can move to 2D plan to video. You can simply choose either from your generated images or uploaded images. So let's say I choose from my media, which is this image. And then I can select the quality of the final video and I can convert this into a full isometric 3D scene. I can just say, let's say wooden flooring, chair frame, and tile box. Something very simple. I'm just going for something simple here. Now, another thing that Maria talked about is that you can convert your floor plan and a particular room into 3D, which you can, so all the modes that you need is accessible through this panel here. This allows you to access your projects, allows you to access the generated images. You can also generate panoramas, videos, or 3D models. Everything is accessible. Your generations are accessible through here. And this is a panel for all the different solutions or tools that you might need, which we will come to. For example, 2D plan to video is what I was showing now. Before this, I was editing images using edit image. And you can also convert your floor plan to 3D using this. So simply choose this scene that I already have. I select which room I want to convert. Let's say I want to convert my living room, right? You can upload your mood board from here, and then you can simply describe that. Imagine, so you can choose your mood board from here, and then you can enter further details about the scene and then just generate. For time, I'm not doing this right now, but the idea is that it is exactly how Maria was showing. Let me just go back and see if I can share this. And just the borders, and you can add elements as you want, localized in every way. Then you can render the scene, and then you can convert any room that you want into a 3D scene using the mood board. But this is the idea. The idea, as Maria was saying, that you start with a floor plan, which can be very basic, and then you sketch it out to add the elements, and then you can convert any space in 3D, or you can render it to create an isometric feel for that space as such.